Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go! Welcome to another episode of Door County Girl. Today I'm back with my friend Kit Butz, who is our marketing chef, pancake flipper, credit card terminal fixer,
whatever you need, dad
extraordinaire, etc., etc. And he's taking the place of my brother Rolf because Rolf's on a walkabout.
Yeah, and it's fun. I love cooking. I love Scandinavian foods. So
yep, and he is a good cook. So this is a good replacement.
In my life.
Yeah.
So today we are going to make a lingonberry BBQ sauce.
Sounds delicious.
So we're getting to the end of the summer, Labor Day's coming up, and maybe by the time you see it, it'll be past that, but still a good time to grill and do fun stuff. I like this because anything you would put barbecue sauce on, you can put this barbecue sauce on. So if you want, and the lingonberries do add like a really great twist to it because you have the sweetness from them, you get the tartness from them, and then they just sort of have it gives it a nice darker red sheen than you would from traditional barbecue sauce, so it's sort of fun that way too. We are gonna do pork tenderloin. I was thinking about what I should do. Should we do chicken breast? Should we do this? I mean, Rolf is gone, so it's time to bring out the meat.
Yeah, Rolf doesn't eat meat, so this is a good time to do some of these.
Yeah, we can do the meat-centric Door County Girls.
Yeah, yeah.
So really simple recipe. It's just like has a few ingredients. Do you want to add these in our show?
I'll watch you. How about that?
So we've got apple cider vinegar. We have just a half of a cup of that. So we're putting it in. The pan's already warm. I'm going to turn it up now because we're going to need to sort of get it warm. We've got some brown sugar here, and that's a quarter cup of brown sugar. And that will sort of the vinegar will make it just dissolve instantly in it. I've got 1/3 cup of ketchup. So almost every barbecue sauce, unless you're going with some of the variations that use sort of a mayonnaise or vinegar-based ones, use ketchup in it. This one does too. And then sort of the swap out, I'm going to do 1/3 cup of our lingonberries here.
Ketchup is the ultimate condiment.
It really is. Well, I'm going to go, I love mayonnaise.
I like mustard.
Mayonnaise you can make into anything.
But everybody likes ketchup.
Yeah, it is good. So do you have a favorite one?
Ketchup?
Yeah, because I had a favorite one, and then as I got older, I went to more vinegary versions.
Well, growing up at Al's, we only had Heinz.
Heinz, yeah.
So every time I try another ketchup, I'm like, hey, this isn't real ketchup. This isn't the Heinz.
See, I felt...
What's happening here? Where's the Heinz ketchup?
I felt that way, and then...
The other one I tried, I don't think it was Hunt's or something, and it was sweeter.
See, Hunt's was on sale, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get Hunt's.
Hunt's?
And then I noticed, I'm like...
It's sweet.
Yeah, but it's got a lot more vinegar in it than
really? I thought that Heinz had more vinegar in it.
Me personally, and then like for some reason I'm attracted more to acidic flavors. It's probably because I'm getting older. My taste buds like stronger flavors.
We need to wake them up.
Yeah, exactly. So we're getting this all mixed up in here. So I think this is the true hero of it is smoked paprika. I know, like if you can really get the good smoked paprika, that's what you want to get. So
I always think of Penzi spice all the time in Milwaukee when I see all these spices.
And it's weird because I mean, you think you just walk into any grocery store and get like, hey, I'm going to get this really great Spanish smoked paprika, and
where did you get yours?
I had to steal it from my wife's cupboard. My wife is very particular on her spices, and this is one like
was it lock and key?
I couldn't, yeah, for that one for sure. I think I used it up another time, and she's like, "Come on, man." Because when you need it, because the smoked flavor in there is really great, and it adds a lot to this, and this one especially, you'll just get a lot of like.
It's really a good thing she likes you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that next here.
That actually smells delicious.
Get that going on.
Smoked paprika.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then this is where I get a little more Swedish twist to it. Instead of black pepper, I used white pepper.
Yeah, that's super strong stuff. Whenever we use white pepper in the dining room in our salt shakers,
People
and every time we have to fill our salt and peppers, we're all sneezing because it's floating around in the air.
Yeah. And then we've got some cumin, and it's a teaspoon of each one of these, with exception of the last spice, which is allspice, which I went a little lighter on.
God, this is so simple.
Oh yeah, it's a simple barbecue sauce. I think it's more just about heating it up and getting like the flavors to meld. Like this is one that you may want to just slow
put on
cook,
simmer
and just let it sort of reduce. I mean, you really
and tell everyone you were making it for hours.
Exactly. And then we just have I'm just going to put a little bit of allspice in there, probably let's say pinch, because you don't want to have too much allspice in something. So we basically took two of the major Swedish meatball ingredients right there, allspice, white pepper, and we put them into our barbecue sauce with lingonberries, and we're making pork tenderloin. So in my world, this could be awesome, and we're hoping it's going to be.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
So the pork tenderloin, I already took the silver skin off. That's always important. If you don't, go on YouTube, watch a video how to take silver skin. You know, it's the sort of the connective tissue underneath. It makes pork tenderloin a lot better. And then I just did a simple, just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some olive oil. That's all I'm going to do. It just the olive oil on it just keep
because
it
you don't really want to
grill.
take away from that.
No,
right?
And so we're going to get this going. I got this crank in here.
Do you want me to stir it for a little while
Yeah,
while you do something here, or what
so
are you doing?
we're going to take this one out to the grill. I'm not going to lather it on now because it will just burn on the pork tenderloin. I'm going to cook the pork tenderloin. I'm going to take it to almost like fully cooked or where I want it to be, and then I'm going to turn down the heat on the grill. If you do like the two side method on like a char griller, it works really nice. So if you have charcoal just on one side, and you cook the pork tenderloin on the other side, and then you just leave it open so the smoke rolls through there. If you do that when you lacquer it and just slowly cook it, and I like almost like that candy coated feeling of
you don't like that burnt stuff.
I don't want. Yeah, I'm trying not to burn it.
I don't like that either.
I like a little crispy. It's nice when the sugar, but you don't want like
Yeah.
a sugar bomb that burned basically
Right.
on there. Which we're getting going here, so this is good. I'll let you do this. I'm
Okay.
going to take this outside, and you're going to tell a story, I guess.
Well, yeah, I have a story. Yeah. So
might
last
turn
night we had at the Historical Center in Sister Bay. Rolf, my brother, gave a speech and about the history of Al Johnson's. So I'm driving home last night. It's dark out. I'm on 42. I just leave Sister Bay. I'm cresting the hill there on my way home between Sister Bay and Ellison Bay. And there's a SUV pulled over with its flashers on, right on a hill and not really off the road. I'm like, uh-oh. I was just going to keep going because I just thought maybe they're on their phone. I pull over because nothing's coming north, nothing's coming south, and they roll their window down. I go, hey, are you guys okay? And it's like a elderly couple, and they're in there and they're fighting, and they're like, no, we're not okay. And I said, oh, okay. So I pull up in front of them, park, get out of the car, go to the passenger side. They roll down the window, and they said, why is everybody up here right now? Why? We can't find a place to stay. We just drove from Illinois. Isn't school started yet? Well, right now we're talking about it's the middle of August. So at the end of July to end of August is the big push for a vacation for most people. You are not going to find a vacancy. I almost had to send them back to Sturgeon Bay or Green Bay because they didn't plan ahead. They just thought they'd just wing it, come up to Door County and find a place to stay. Unfortunately, I would have let them stay at my rental house, but that was booked, of course. I called all my friends. They were all booked. I called Freddie at the Sweet Inn, who's our kitchen manager, booked. And I'm trying to think of some mom and pops that I could call. So I call up the hillside. They don't answer the phone. So then I call up Wagon Trail, which is out by my house. And Amanda gladly answers the phone. They are only there till 10. And they have one room left. One. And I'm like, oh my God, put a hold on that room. I go, do you guys want that room? And they're like, yeah, we only, for how many nights? One night. One night, they're coming to Door County for one night. They almost had to go all the way back home. So I said, well, it's a little adventure to get there, so I'll take you out there. So I hop in my El Camino, I drive out to Wagon Trail. They're following me. They're probably thinking I'm taking them to rob them somewhere because we're going out in the middle of no man's land. And then I pull up and we get to the front of the place and bam, he goes, is there any handicapped entrances? And I said, are you both handicapped? And he said, no, but my wife is. And I said, well, let's just get one thing done first. You should come in and, you know, get your room and everything. And then I'm sure they have handicapped parking and everything. And before he came in, I thought, you know what? My son used to tell me all the time, Mom, so many people paid it forward to me when I had cancer and I was sick. So if you ever think about paying it forward to people, you should do it. And I thought, you know what? I was bragging up the caramel pecan rolls at Wagon Trail, so I got him a gift certificate for breakfast or lunch at the Wagon Trail the next morning. So when the man came in, Amanda hooked him up with the room, and I said, and by the way, breakfast will be on me tomorrow morning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night's stay. It's just beautiful out here in the morning because when the sun comes up at that Wagon Trail,
awesome.
yeah, it's a nice place. You can't see it in the dark. You've got to see it in the daytime. So anyways, I was really happy, and the man started crying. It was like, made me choke up a little bit, but he was so grateful. And I said, yep, just pay it forward to someone else that if you can on your journey, because it'll always make a difference to someone. Good thing I stopped. That's my story. So we're getting back to this delicious, delicious lingonberry barbecue sauce.
I think we're probably ready. So I would have taken that out, glazed it more, and got like this really thick, this great. We're going to use it like a sauce right now. So.
It smells delicious. Do you want me to take it off?
Yeah, once you.
Smells so good.
So I'm just going to cut little medallions here. We'll make it look at least slightly fancy.
You know what's funny? When I was driving by them, I wasn't going to stop because I thought, why are they parked on that spot right there? That's super dangerous. That's kind of a dumb thing to do. So I thought, dummies, but then I thought, you know, I better stop. Maybe they need help.
I'm one of those.
And you're leery too, you know, in this day and age. Do I stop and help? Do I call someone to go see if they need help?
I always stop. I think for me, it's always been, I think we've always been there where you've been on the side of the road. And I mean, you and I grew up in the no cell phone era where like when you're in the boonies, you're in the boonies and like trying
that would be my mom and dad.
Trying to figure out something.
They would be here in this day and age without a cell phone still because they hate them. They'd be out in the boonies still right now without a cell phone.
Well, and it's hard to get a signal even.
Yeah.
You know, that's the other thing too.
They had their maps out. They didn't even know what town they were in.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
hard.
what's happening here?
Okay, look at that.
Whew.
Get a fork?
Oh yes, get a fork. Looks delicious. This looks great, Kit.
Yeah, I think this will be pretty tasty here. So you can take the big honking one in the end.
I like the one with the fat on it.
I do too.
Isn't that terrible? I'm like one of those people that goes, are you going to eat the fat off your pork chop? Because I kind of want it.
That's why I love like ribeyes. I mean, I love the.
Yeah, what's wrong with me?
Prime rib, where you have the.
It's like super fatty.
Just melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm sorry. I'm going for the big piece here.
Oh my God. That is delicious.
That's really good. Got a little heat to it too.
That's Jolene barking in the background. She's like, give me some of that.
That's tasty.
None for dogs. Oh my God.
None for dogs.
I'm taking another bite.
So I think it's great to get the lingonberries, but it's not like
It does have a little zing to it.
It's
it
not
has
like
a little zing.
lingonberry bomb or anything like that.
No, but you know what? This would be delicious on chicken too.
Yeah, no, I mean because the cumin in there and the smoked paprika.
But that smoked paprika
is really what comes through. Yeah, and if you want it hotter, I mean, add some hot sauce to it. I mean, you can do that too.
Okay, this is fabulous. I'm not a big meat eater always myself.
And I like it because it's more vinegary. But
yes, it's more vinegary. I love mustard. You love mustard? I like the vinegar family. Vinegar dressings. Well, this is super good. What are you going to call it?
Oh, I don't know. I think
Let's
we're just
just
going to
name
call
it.
it. I think it's Lingonberry BBQ Sauce. I think maybe smoky Lingonberry.
Let's call it the
sauce.
goat.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah, the greatest of all time.
Barbecue sauce. Actually, I like that. That's
I'm going to
very good.
actually have one more bite, and because it's so good, and I was hungry.
I feel bad. I'm going to leave because it is that good.
Oh my God. Delicious. Well, Kit, you outdid yourself with that one.
Yeah, I know. I think we sort of hit the home run on that one. That one was really just, sort of made up and let's go and see.
That's so I always mention my meat eater friend Mindy. She would love this barbecue sauce recipe because she's Scandinavian too, and her mom loves that kind of stuff. So.
Now it's time to break out the ribs, I think, for this.
Yes.
Or a big brisket sandwich.
Big brisket, big ribs, you bet.
Yeah.
Well, everybody should try this recipe for sure. And you have a little bit of grilling season left now with the September is beautiful.
Yeah. And
Indian
how
summer.
simple it is. Do you need to buy, this is stuff that's in your pantry. Hopefully you have a jar of lingonberries in your refrigerator.
And if you don't have lingonberries,
Yeah.
you know, if you guys don't like them, you could probably try
You could do
another.
anything else, yeah.
You could do our Al Johnson's raspberry jam. Or you could do, you know what's been selling like hotcakes is cloudberries. That's another currant we sell in the boutique. It's a yellow berry instead of a red berry.
See,
And I just noticed that we're out.
Cocktails for that. I know we've been selling so
And
much.
they're the most expensive jar that we have.
Yeah,
And then we're out. It's like the caviar of the currant.
And you know, we don't even sell them at like the full price. I think we just, because it's like, I thought it was way too expensive. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, well, there, but.
Okay,
we
well,
always sell out,
they must
so,
be rare or hard to get. All right, well, that sums up another delicious recipe from Door County Girl. And don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom of the page. And you can get more recipes from Kit or Rolf. And I just like to sample.
I think we'll have Rolf back next time.
That's okay. You can join us.
No, three's too many in the talking world.
All right, well, thank you, everyone. See you next time.
Hey-do.
Bye. Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.